that, I guess, just for you guys, I think you start that game with like a 7-point lead after about 5 minutes, and then the first quarter flips the other way. Just kind of hard to see it unravel.
Yeah, I think just momentum shifted. They killed us on the glass better than they probably have any game all series. We just didn't match that intensity level all night. We cut it to 7 early in the first half, second half, got some momentum going, but they answered right back. So we just got to do a better job of limiting second chance opportunities. I think in the first half they shot 15 more shots than us. How do you win a game when teams are doing that? We turned the ball over at a high rate today, which is something we haven't done all playoffs. So watch the film and be ready to respond in Game 6.
What did you see go wrong in terms of turnovers? How much was it kind of, I guess, mistakes on you guys' part? How much was it anything they were doing in terms of pressure to turn it up to put you guys in bad spots?
Yeah, they picked up full a little different than they have all year. All series, I'm sorry. But I do think a lot of our turnovers were self-enforced, or we did it self-inflicted. My bad. But I do think that I got to watch the film to really see where we could be better there. Kudos to them. They had a great night. Good defensive team. They did what they're supposed to do. Now it's time for us to go home and do what we're supposed to do.
Tyrese, what changed for you offensively, personally, from the last couple of games to tonight?
Yeah, I just got to do a better job of being aggressive. I think we go back to Game 1. I said the same thing after Game 1. It's more on me than it is on what anybody else is doing. So, I'll fix that next game.
What do you think accounts for that? Was that something they were doing defensively? Was it just, the way the game flowed? How do you describe the difference?
Yeah, I don't really have an answer for you there. I got to watch the film to really see where I can be better. But I think it's part of the ebbs and flows of every game, and sometimes you're just trying to feel the game out. And I just didn't do what I'm supposed to today, and I'll be better in Game 6.
Were there doubles better in terms of when they blitzed you or when they double teamed you? It seemed like you had a couple you were able to split, and you did, but it seemed like they kind of made it hard for you to move, particularly when they were sending two at you.
I don't think they really did. McBride guarded me today versus DiVincenzo on usually, but I don't know what they really did differently. But kudos to them. They're a good defensive team. They had high hands. They forced more turnovers than we have all series. So I gotta go back and watch the film, see where I can be better.
I felt like they put you in more action as a defender today. How do you feel like you held up in those instances?
Yeah, my shows were terrible in the first half. Just didn't do a good job of getting the ball to Brunson's hand. I got split on a couple. Didn't impact the ball, and he just got around me a few times. So I thought it was better in the second half. But it's something that, obviously worked for them. They're going to continue to go to Game 6. So, like I said, I'll watch the film, see where I can get better, and improve on that going in the next game.
With McBride, was there a difference with him being a defender than, say, DiVincenzo, just physicality or length or anything?
I would just say probably his pick-up point. DiVincenzo hasn't really picked up full many times this year, and McBride picked up full court deny for the majority of the game. So that was really the only difference.
On the flip side, on the offensive side, them playing smaller, having a couple shooters, obviously McBride, and then obviously bringing Brick off the bench. How did it change them as a defensive cover? Obviously seemed like there was more shooters to cover, and they were able to hit a couple.
Yeah, we anticipated them starting McBride over Achua today just for more spacing, trying to stretch us out more defensively. And they just made shots. They made a lot of shots today. But the ones they did miss, they grabbed offensive rebounds. So we got to do a better job there. Just from the start of the game, setting the tone the right way, I think is the most important thing. So, we'll be better in Game 6, and, we'll respond the right way.
Tyrese, what do you think you have learned over the last few weeks as your first postseason and first for this group that you're with as well, maybe for a lot of guys on that roster? So anything that you feel like you picked up along the way, like that you know more about how to play in a playoff series now than you did a few weeks ago?
I feel like it's something I can reflect on after, playoffs is done. I think just the importance on a possession-to-possession basis has changed drastically from the regular season. Everything, there's more limelight on, what you're doing, and I think plays stick with me more than they probably do in the regular season because you're going to play another team the next day versus, you got to see this team again. So I would say that the biggest thing is just on a possession-to-possession basis, how can we maintain and our, our emotions and things like that. I think that we're human beings. We're competitors. When things are going good, everybody's high, everybody's excited. And when things are going bad, I think we just got to do a better job of coming together as a group and not, getting into it. I felt like we were a little frenzied today. Obviously, the Garden is a great environment, and they have a great fan base, but we just got to do a better job of coming together as a group. I felt like we kind of split there in the first quarter, and then never really, responded the right way. So we got to do a better job coming together as a group, and that starts with me as the leader.
When you say frenzy, does that include a couple of dust-ups tonight between you?
I'm not talking about that. I mean, that's foolishness. I'm just talking about the turnovers and just the things that we don't usually do.
Last one, guys. You guys get Miles 3 threes in a row, cutting 7, and then I think it's like a 6-minute scoreless drought. What do you feel like occurred in that?
Yeah, I really got to watch the film to really feel out what happened in that span of time, but I can't really answer that because I can't really see the plays and everything that happened there. But usually when we go through droughts like that, it's just limited paint touches. Like those are usually what goes on. And honestly, where we excel in so well offensively is getting out in transition, running. But it's difficult to do that when you're taking the ball out the net every play. So really, I think the biggest thing that hurt us offensively was the rebounding because we never were played in transition. If that makes sense, those two kind of go hand in hand. So, the better that we can do there, rebounding the ball, better we can do, get out in transition and things like that. And we just got to be ready to go in Game 6, and I don't have a doubt that we will be ready.
Thanks, Ty. Thanks, everybody.